Fresh off of a dominating 9-3 victory over the top team in the league, the Canucks head east for the week for a 4-game road trip. The longest remaining roadie of the season begins in Montreal.
Success is anything that you strive for. You put in the grind, then you grind more. Accomplish your goals, then you find more. And you don't need to rest if you want to be the best.
We've talked about it really since I came in about progressing and taking steps every season. We wanted to be a better hockey club this year. I think we're playing valuable games now that are going to really help our young players down the road, and you hope that they can get into the playoffs because that also helps you.
Keep the naysayers at a distance. Speak success into existence.
With news breaking of goaltender Jacob Markstrom suffering a knee injury, the Canucks make a move to add some insurance.
Well, I'm very, very excited. Obviously a young, dynamic team, great organization, and one of my favorite cities to go to when I was playing for the OA team, so I'm very, very excited.
The net will be Thatcher Demko's, and the time is now for him to rise to the occasion, seize the opportunity, and demonstrate that he's more than capable. With the trade deadline having passed, the roster is now locked and loaded, and it's now up to Green's troops to prove themselves on the grandest stage. Visiting side falls behind by a pair early, but their resiliency comes to light once again. The captain gets things started with a tally that would give JT Miller his 300th career NHL point and earn the league's top rookie scorer, Quinn Hughes, his 50th point.
To the blue line, Alex Edler, long wrist shot, scores! Myers dishing off, Jake Virtanen shoots, and it's behind Trisanen. Jake Virtanen on a power play, and the Canucks have pulled even at 3.
Thatcher Demko stands tall, making 37 saves, and the new guy continues to impress.
Here's Horvat, Toffoli scores! Tyler Toffoli finishes off the give and go with Cole Horvat, and the Canucks, a minute 35 into overtime, win it 4-3.
When we're down 2-0 early in the game, I call a timeout. It's almost like nothing really needs to be said. We weren't playing well. We weren't playing the way we set out to play, and obviously some things were said. We took it in stride and started battling back.
The Canucks earned their 13th comeback victory of the season, giving them their first win in Montreal in over 8 years. Next up for Vancouver is a trip to Ottawa, where Green's side will look to keep the momentum rolling. The Canucks were 5-2 winners earlier this season against the Senators, where Thatcher Demko was brilliant in net, making 40 saves. Newcomer Tyler Toffoli will look to stay hot after logging 5 points over his first 3 games with the team. Big points are on the line tonight in the nation's capital as the visitors continue their push for the playoffs. For the second straight game, the visitors concede the opening 2 goals and would be forced to mount a comeback effort. JT Miller nets his 25th goal of the season. Quinn Hughes gets a helper, his 43rd of the season, which earns him 2 franchise records, assists and power play points by a rookie.
The whole game, when we did give up a chance, it seemed like it was a great day, and that's something we need to obviously clean up. I don't think we gave them a whole lot, but when we did, it seemed to be a nice chance. So against an NHL team, they're going to make you play no matter what.
Tyler Toffoli tallies his 4th in as many games with the Canucks as they outshoot the Senators 34-25. But tonight simply wasn't meant to be, as Vancouver couldn't convert on their opportunities. After a forgettable night in Ottawa, Vancouver is eager to redeem themselves. There's no better place to do it than in Toronto. Redemption won't come easy as the Maple Leafs, led by the 44 goals of Austin Matthews, are the highest scoring team in the league.
Yeah, I think it'll be fun. You know, they got a good team, and it's Toronto, you know, the hockey market of the world for the most part, so I'm excited. I think every kid at a young age believes in their dreams, so they think they're going to be able to play here. But at the same time, like, it's obviously a stretch. Not a lot of kids get to grow up and do this, so like I said, I'm blessed, and you know, tonight should be fun.
All eyes are on the Canucks as they look to bounce back under the bright lights of Hockey Night in Canada.
Forwards, very relentless group. Very relentless. Everyone wants the puck. We take away time and space. And as a team tonight, we want to make them defend off shots. We get to the paint, we stand right on top of their goalie.
On D, welcome home, Chris Tanev. Hey. Also on D, your other home, Quinn Hughes. Left wing, back home as well, Pierce. And from San Diego, Thatcher.
The visitors do not get the start they were looking for, conceding 2 goals in the opening 10 minutes. Vancouver would not go quietly as they go shot for shot with the home side.
Here's Alexander Edler into the middle. Horvat's shot, side of the net, score! Tanner Pearson finished it off. And this is a 2-2 tie.
The game is fairly even throughout and could have gone either way, but ultimately the Canucks fall short in the 6th, a place they haven't earned a victory in since 2011.
We were right there. It was a tie game going into the 3rd. We had our chance to tie it and just couldn't seem to get it done. Pressure's on now. This is where we got to come to play, and this is where we got to get our points when we can get them. You know, it's crunch time now. The playoffs are closing in, and so are the other teams coming behind us, and we have to be ready for it.
"24 hours later, Green's troops are back at it for one more before heading home.
Our breakouts, their first guy will come in and hook and push a little bit, maybe try to drop it early. And then at the line, it's a 1-3, and it's a wedge look like this with their first guy in the middle. So anytime we can get a little pick on him right there, that's great. On the kickouts, this D's going to overplay a lot. We're playing back-to-back games, shift times, very important for us. Let's make sure we're fresh on the ice all the time. We all know what we want to do on the PP when we get out there. Let's execute at a high level.
The focus will be on netminder Louis Domingue, who will get his first action since being acquired at the trade deadline. A couple Canucks will hit milestones tonight as JT Miller suits up for his 500th NHL game, while Tyler Myers plays his 700th. A win would salvage a 500 record on the 4-game road trip and provide Vancouver with something to build off in the return to Rogers Arena.
We want to win the territorial game. We want to win it all night. Our skating, our puck management, they go hand in hand. Let's be ready to go. Energy in our start. Let's get to our A game right away.
Starting in net, Lou. Hey. On the back end, we got Tanny and Huggy. Up front, we got Petey, Millsy, and Top.
The visiting side starts the game with purpose, finding the back of the net twice in the opening minutes.
Tipped it in. Little redirect from the captain, and it's the Canucks who get the early goal in this one. Back to Myers with room, takes a look, lets one go, deflected in.
JT Miller and Elias Pettersson, the team's two leading scorers, each put up 3 points on the night.
Here's Miller, scores! Pettersson put it on a tee and Miller ripped it home.
Up a pair, Vancouver would play a textbook road game for the opening 52 minutes. Before a final 8 minutes, they'd like to have back.
It's just part of this time of year, finding ways to win. That's a must for us right there, up two, especially on the road. We needed to win tonight, and even though we played a good game, it's still part of playing a good game is finding a way to win and closing teams out, and obviously weren't able to do so.
It's frustrating, The team was there for me. I had to be there for them at the end, and I couldn't come up with the last save, so I feel like I didn't do my job. Just got to keep improving. I mean, it's disappointing because I know, we're craving points. So when you let one like that slip, it's I feel disappointed in me.
We've talked prior to this road trip. It's getting to that time of year where you got to move on no matter what happens. You got to learn from it, good and bad.
The Canucks return home for 4 straight. They currently occupy the first wildcard spot with 17 games remaining.